Hello, this is the Anfield Wrap. That was John Gibbons playing the trumpet, blowing his own trumpet.
Which is what we're doing.
And we're going to blow our own trumpet now. We don't normally do this. We're normally a little bit shy about it, aren't we?
So it's one of the things that you can say about us is that we're a bit shy.
We're a bit shy about blowing our own trumpet. So today we're going to do it because we have been nominated in the FSF Awards for this year for Best Radio Show. Now, as you can see already here, we've won 2 FS Awards once before. Last year.
2015. Best podcast.
2012.
Best podcast.
Both times, best podcast. This time, we're not even in the running for best podcast. We were definitely nominated.
They've decided they're 6 better than us. So fair play to them. They must be pretty good.
Podcast of the year this year, should you wish to vote in that category, is between Arsecast.
They're good.
Atletico Mints.
They're good.
The Game.
They're good.
The Big Interview with Graham Hunter.
They're good.
The Guardian's Football Weekly.
Lovely lads.
And the Football Ramble.
Great set of guys.
No Anfield Wrap. But
Sylvie.
Radio Show of the Year, though, Neil.
But there is a point to be said that, you know, I don't know, is this a bit like when you win the Europa League, and unless Seville have this diddle where they manage to win the Europa League, get in the Champions League, get back in the Europa League, and then get to defend it? Do you reckon have we progressed from a Europa League defence situation into a Champions League move here, or are we just not getting to sort of defend our title? Which is it?
I know. I don't know. I don't know where I stand. I kind of wanted to defend our title, and I thought it'd be nice to have 3.
A hat-trick?
Yeah. Hat-trick burger.
Make everyone else sign something.
Yeah,
that's
you know
what
I mean. But that's not going to happen. The FSF are not allowing us that. So now instead,
in their infinite wisdom,
we would like to win Radio Show of the Year. And so, while you're watching us talk, there will be a link if you're watching this on YouTube.
It's amazing, this.
And you can click it and you can vote for us. If you're watching it on Facebook, we'll put it in the description. But either way, please click it and vote for us. And there's other people as well that you should vote for, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, some of them are quite competitive, but I would say that, for instance, for Men's Player of the Year, you could perhaps act like a neutral and possibly give it to Riyad Mahrez, for instance, because of his form that fired Leicester towards the title. Or you could vote for Philippe Coutinho, and you watch him every week, and you know how good he is, so he's been nominated for that. For Women's Player of the Year, I've already voted because I'm eager, and I think Jill Scott's a magnificent footballer. But there's other people that you can vote for there. Away Day of the Year, they've gone for Brighton, Preston North End, Reading, Rotherham and Southampton, and they're all nice places, but Bournemouth's in there. And we need to be real about this. Bournemouth is the best night out in the UK that isn't the city of Liverpool. If you're not voting for... I'd rather you vote for Bournemouth than us. Bournemouth deserves all the respect that it can get. Bournemouth is a magnificent beast, and I can't wait to be there first weekend of December. Commentator of the Year, Ian Darke, Sam Matterface, Conor McNamara, Guy Mowbray, John Murray, Martin Tyler. I'd be going for McNamara or Murray personally, would you? I love Radio 5 and McNamara and Murray.
I think McNamara's great, yeah. He'd be who I would go for there. Pundit of the Year, you've got Jamie Carragher.
He's good.
He's very good. Danny Higginbotham, Jermaine Ginas, Gary Lineker, Danny Murphy, Gary Neville.
I'm stunned that Lineker's, firstly, Lineker isn't really a pundit, he's more of a presenter, but secondly, he is also leader of the opposition. What else have you got?
Well, I mean, we'll go back to us, because this is the main point. I mean, we need to blow our trumpet. That's what we started off talking about.
And there was an actual trumpet.
So, Radio Show of the Year, your options are 6:06 on BBC 5 Live.
Okay.
The Anfield Wrap on CityTalk.
105.9.
Hawksby and Jacobs on TalkSport. The Monday Night Club on 5 Live, Rock and Roll Football on Absolute Radio, or the WSL Show on 5 Live.
I mean, if they're looking for Rock and Roll Football, they only have to see us after Watford on Sunday night. So we've already got that one boxed. We're doing the Rock and Roll Football already. But listen, it's really good to be nominated in that company, in all seriousness. You can see that anyway, City Talk 105.9 or 1548, depending on what it is. Even if it's Radio City, it's actually the only non-national radio station that's been nominated there, so it's really flattering. For as much as we're doing all the silly jokes, it is really flattering. It's really kind of them to nominate us in that category, and yeah, we do want to win it. And there's a couple of reasons why we want to win it. One is because they could have put Gibbo in Player of the Year, and I'd be saying vote for him. So there's that. But also the other reason why is because we're really proud of the radio show, and we have been for sort of 3 or 4 years. And City Talk didn't have to ask us to do it, and they took a bit of a gamble, and they didn't really know what we were going to do. And everyone there from everyone right the way across the station, from the people who control the radio station. To be honest with you, we've had numerous meetings with different people there, and then people like Carlos when he used to work there, and Dave Downey, and Steve Hothersall, Mick Coyle. Everyone's been. It
was a gamble for them, wasn't it? Let's be honest, because what happened was we launched our podcast way back in 2011.
Yep.
We launched in the August. loads of stuff on the website, one podcast a week. And by the March of 2012, we had a radio show, and it was as much a surprise to us as to anyone else. But basically, Steve and some of the other boys there had heard the show, they liked the show, they thought it was a little bit different from everything else that was out there, and they basically come to us, didn't they? And they said, come and meet us, let's have a chat. We're basically up for giving you a radio show. And they've stuck with us all this time. They've been great to us. And so, and it's good for them. I mean, we've seen them since we've been nominated for this, and they're like, this is fantastic, this is great.
They're really pleased, the whole station's really pleased.
So we'd love to win it now. We'd love to win it. We've come this far. We're up against some really big boys there, and that's why we're doing the likes of this video, because, you know, 606, Talk Sport, all the rest of it, you know, they've got all that financial muscle behind them, they've got all that resource behind them.
And they're talking to millions of people. I mean, we'll be honest, we're not talking to millions of people. There's a lot of you who are listening, and there's a lovely number of you who are subscribing, but we're not talking to millions of people, whereas they're doing it every weekend, consistently, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, we need you to sort of, as ever, act as our ambassadors, our emissaries, send you out into the world and say to people, listen, you want to vote for Philip Coutinho, and you want to vote for Jamie Carragher, and you want to vote for the Anfield Wrap.
And we like shiny things that we can keep in the office like that, because, you know, that's the kind of people we are.
Look at that. That's the right way around.
Look at that.
Look at that.
So there you go. So yeah, please do vote for us. As I say, there will have been a link.
Robbo cannot make it easier.
There will have been a link on YouTube. There will have been a link below on Facebook. Also things like on Instagram. If you look at our bio on Instagram, there's a link there. There's links everywhere. There's links in the articles on the website as well. We're going hard on this. Also, if you're on Twitter, we will have been talking about it on there as well. So there's loads of ways there to find the right link, to click the link, vote for us, and then share it as well. If you know other Reds that listen, that maybe don't watch these videos or whatever, say to them, have you voted for the Anfield Wrap there? Because it'd be great if they won that radio show thing, wouldn't it? And then I wouldn't have to watch another one of these. So there you go. We just thought we'd do a little video, blow our own trumpet. We've blown it. Do you think we've blown it enough?
We have blown it. We've more than blown it enough. We think we're really good at what we do, but one of the reasons why, in fact, the core reason why is the quality of the people who contribute, and the fact that we speak to an audience who we like and respect. And yeah, Robbo can have an argument with you on Twitter. He's not shy about it. He's not backwards about coming forwards. But it is a big deal, and there's some decisions we make where we think we could go the low road at times, and we don't. We take the high road, and we take the high road because we trust the people who like what we do and who have expectations of us, that we'll find different ways to talk about things that will be, and we get to do that because of the way in which you are. And that, you know, the nice thing about these award things for me, it's not so much the winning of the award, though I love to win anything. I mean, you know, we could play rock, paper, scissors here, and I'd be desperate to beat Robbo. But it's actually because it gives us the opportunity to speak to you. It gives us the opportunity to speak to you, and then say thank you very much, and it's thank you very much not just for voting and stuff like this, but the ongoing feeling that you want us to do the best work we can around not just this football club, but football in general, and even non-football based topics. You want that, you give us that interaction, you give us that support, frankly, to take a few chances, take a few risks. We wouldn't be nominated if it wasn't because of you, and we also wouldn't then get on and get to do the work we do if it wasn't because of you. So thanks a lot.
And also what you just said there, Neil, I think it's very important to say that, you know, you might see me on here, you might see Neil on here, you might see Gibbo on here, you might see Andy on here, but there's loads of other people involved with the Anfield Wrap, and it's great for them as well to be, you know, get this recognition, because there's loads of people that give up the time, they give up the time for nothing. They have done for 4 or 5 years now, and they've all been fantastic, and they're just as much part of the show as all we are as well. So we'd love to do it for them too. That feels like enough of an appeal to get your vote. Come on, why aren't you voting?
We love you very much. See you soon.